York One, the city and the world in 15 minutes. This is Nonstop News.
With a mayoral panel pushing for reform, the Schools Chancellor appears set to endorse a compromise on bilingual education. Education reporter J.D. LaRock has the exclusive story.
Mayor Giuliani wants to begin moving students from bilingual education to classes taught in English. Manhattan Board of Ed member Irving Hamer wants students to get better services in bilingual ed. And Schools Chancellor Harold Levy is trying to please them both. New York One has learned the Chancellor will propose a compromise reform plan to the Board of Ed Wednesday. In part, Levy is pushing a version of the Giuliani plan called informed consent, where parents would be given the final decision as to how their children are educated.
I'm trying very hard to set the political context to one side. What I need to do as a schools chancellor is satisfy myself what the right answer is. What's in the interest of the children? What makes sense?
Levy discussed the plan with a group of bilingual ed advocates Tuesday, and some are critical. They say the Chancellor should strengthen existing programs first before expanding parental choice.
Well, it's great to have an informed consent policy, but it really doesn't make any sense until you fix the problems that you know exist with the current programs. Or you introduce new programs with plenty of money so you can take care of both.
But advocates say they are glad that so far Levy isn't embracing another Giuliani recommendation, full-scale English immersion classes. City Hall sources say the Chancellor does support a type of immersion where English is used to a greater degree in English as a second language classes. But when asked about immersion directly, Levy wouldn't respond.
What I'm ever so delicately trying to say is I need to talk to the Board of Education before I say anything publicly.
Board member Irving Hamer says Levy has agreed to support a number of his recommendations. They include improving programs for students in bilingual ed and special ed, improving programs for older bilingual ed students, ending the practice of moving students from bilingual ed to ESL programs, and using a new test to measure students' progress. This issue is far from settled. Some of Levy's proposals would require changes to a court order governing bilingual education, and that is by no means assured. Moreover, the Board of Ed makes the final decision about whether to adopt Levy's plan, and at this point, it's not clear what board members think of it. In Manhattan, J.D. LaRock, New York One.